Technology is prevalent every part of our lives. We live in the digital era, the age of the internet, IT, software, connectivity. These are popular buzzwords. These days, businesses cannot go on without a digital presence and efficient IT infrastructure. But what are the options for small and medium enterprises who do not have large budgets to splurge on elaborate websites, computers, and expensive software licenses? Roy Westfehling, CEO of Westech, an IT services provider for SMEs, joins us here in the studio. Roy, pleasure to meet with you.
Thank you, Tim. Thanks for having me on your show.
Right, and 21 years in the IT game, quite a long time. Let's try and work our way back. This would have been what, 1995?
That's correct, 1995, yeah.
And what was going on there? You started where? Did you have a big warehouse? I doubt very much. It must have been a small place that you started your business in.
Yes, the business started in my parents' garage.
Yeah.
So a traditional start off in a garage business and has progressively grown over the last 20 years, and keeping in touch with technology and the movements in the technology space, we've managed to stick it out for 20 years.
Well, in South Africa today, we think that we are right there with all the technology smart nations of the world, right? That we've adopted all kinds of technology. If I recall, 95 was still early days for cell phone penetration in the nation.
That's
Probably
correct.
It was just about to happen or was happening. So the landscape was very different to now. If we can go back in time, how was the landscape like? And the reason I'm asking the question is that I want us to work our way from then to now.
I see. Yeah, so the landscape then was predominantly desktop PCs and mainframe computers and IBM mainframes and servers. It has progressed significantly since then, and to the point where we are now, where everything has become more mobile.
So those are the changes that you've seen over time, right? And I suppose even the nature of skills required in the industry also changing in the nature of your business. You had to adapt with the changes that were occurring.
Yeah, it's ever changing, and that's what I love about technology. It's fast paced. You need to be on the ball, keeping abreast with latest trends in technology, and at the same time employing people with that skill set and keeping up to date with the skill set.
So just tell me a bit about the life of Westech from then to now as a business and its growth, and then we'll talk about what's going on in the marketplace.
The life of Westech as it's grown has been a pretty upward trend. We had one or two ups and downs, obviously, during the crash in 2010. That did affect us, many people, but we didn't close down, and we just used that as an opportunity to adapt to the changing times. And we came through that quite well, and are now in a really strong position because of it. Sometimes we need to sort of start from scratch and build that up again.
So what services do you provide the SMEs with as Westech?
We provide the SME market with IT services and support. We predominantly focus on companies with, say, 10 to 200 computers on their network. We then provide on-site resources as well as remote and technical support. A lot more happening remotely these days because of technology allowing us to do that. We also help companies to through our digital online marketing, to get onto page one of Google, which is quite an important aspect for most SME businesses, is to get that exposure. And yeah, we obviously provide the skills required to support our customers' networks. And yeah, online digital marketing is a growing aspect of our business. That's about it.
You know, Roy, I mean, we all use technology one way or another in our personal lives and are very keen to adopt it almost immediately. Internet connected, cell phones, you name it. But I learned from commentators and many people in the IT business that SME operators are somewhat reluctant or take long to implement IT solutions within their businesses. Is that your observation, and what do you think is going on anyway? Why is that?
That is definitely what's going on. I think it's a lack of education for the people throughout the country. They don't understand technology, and this is one of the frustrations we faced with when we are trying to implement certain solutions, specifically around mobility and allowing mobility to be sort of the heartbeat of everybody's day-to-day function. It does require a lot of educating from our side when we're dealing with our customers, and I think that's predominantly where the delay is in for people making decisions.
If you operate a business now, you do offer free advice.
Yes, of course.
You can.
Yes.
Okay. Here's a scenario. If I operate a business, but I'm taking long to adopt the IT solution, I suppose it's a so-called value proposition for people to understand why you need to have appropriate IT solutions. What is it that small business operators need to understand about the value of technology in their businesses?
Well, they need to understand that without it, they cannot operate. And the two areas that I would say are probably the most important is connectivity. So if they can get that right, get a good, strong, fast internet connection in. There's various providers out there. And making use of cloud technology, very, very important, because it allows the customers to have a lot less areas to worry about in their business, such as maintaining their networks and their servers. So rather have that put into the cloud, connected with a really good internet connection, being online all the time, those are the two most important aspects, I would say.
Now, if you move into an environment, where do you start normally when you help or advise SMEs?
We're faced with that daily. A lot of companies have been burnt by having a patched approach to getting their network up to date. We go into companies and we do a 360 review of exactly what's going on in the environment and have a look at the areas of risk, and we tackle all sorts of topics from antivirus to connectivity, servers, infrastructure. A lot of bad cabling jobs out there, which affects that too. And then we look at power solutions that they have. We look at their software applications, whether they're third party or not, as well as printing solutions. There's also the wireless environment that needs to be put into place correctly. A lot of people just sort of do a patch job there. And that's really frustrating for us, where we have to go and pick up the pieces. But once we've done our 360 review, we then come back with recommendations. We then update that network and put all best practice into place, and put a service level agreement on top of that, and we maintain them with as little frustration as possible.
And you have appropriate certifications and the agreements with some of the original equipment manufacturers around the world, the important ones at least?
We do. We partnered with Dell. We believe in their equipment to be really reliable. Also comes with a really good 3-year on-site warranty, which we back off. And we are Microsoft certified partners. The staff and the people that we employ around the country are all certified. So, we need to stay at the top of our game in order to get our service delivery right, to be as efficient as possible.
The CEO of Westech, Mr. Roy Westfehling, our guest here, and appreciated your time, Roy.
Thank you very much.
And everything of the best to you.
Thank you for having me on the show.
Much appreciated. So there you are, Westech, that provides IT solutions to SMEs around the country. We continue with the show in a moment.